Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie, if you haven't met me, and this is my dog Ellie. If she looks confused or worried, it's because she's not used to sitting at the dining room table. This is a new experience for her. And today I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite pet products and also some of Ellie's favorite pet products. Oh, my hair is all over you. So, we'll see how long she stays here without slipping off of the chair. And without further ado, let's get into it. Ellie has stepped away for a second, but we're going to get into today's sponsor. If the lighting constantly keeps changing, it's because there's like massive clouds moving over, which I can't control. So this is the Keto Low Carb Dog Food by Visionary Pet Foods. If you guys know about the ketogenic diet, it allows the body to use fat as a primary fuel source, which allows the body to have a lower blood glucose level, which promotes an anti-inflammatory response in the body and can provide symptom relief for different metabolic diseases and promote just like overall wellness for your dog. So if you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I've been feeding my dog keto raw food for the past almost year now, and it's been like absolutely insane results. I'm like super happy with it, which I'll get onto a little bit later in the video. But I just thought it was like really crazy that they've now come out with a kibble, so it's like super easy for anybody. I know a lot of people don't want to feed raw for whatever reason. Sometimes it's too expensive, or they don't have the space to store frozen meat, or for some reason they're not comfortable handling raw meats. Whatever the reason may be, now you can get a low carb food in the form of a kibble, so it's a lot easier to feed, or it's even a stepping stone if you want to eventually move into raw later on. Visionary Pet Foods actually also makes a frozen raw and freeze-dried raw food too, so it's pretty cool. You have places to go later on if you're not super comfortable feeding raw food now, but you eventually want to in the future. You can start with a keto low carb kibble and then eventually move up to raw later on. And like I said just a few minutes ago, this food is high in protein and fat and really low in carbs. Per serving there's only 1 gram of net carbs, so that's like really low for a kibble. Food is grain-free. There's no grains, potatoes, peas, carrots, sweet potatoes, anything like that. There's no filler foods, so your dog has to eat actually less of this to get exactly what he needs and feel full, which I thought was pretty cool. There's not like a bunch of added stuff. And we're back to complete darkness. They also have a nonprofit pet sanctuary called Keto Pet that pulls terminally ill dogs from shelters and places them on a ketogenic diet. Once put on a ketogenic diet, they noticed dogs that were only given a few weeks to live had a significantly better outcome than they did before they were given a longer life, and some of them even got completely better and are still living. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if you guys want to learn more about their studies and their nonprofit sanctuary, or if you want to know more about the food, I'll leave links in the description below and you guys can go check it out. So without further ado, I'm going to try to go track down Ellie to get her back so we can talk about her favorite stuff and my favorite stuff. So be right back. Okay, Ellie is back. So we're going to talk about her favorite stuff. I have just like kind of a mixed bag of things here. First, we'll start with Ellie's favorite thing because, you know, obviously it's just like, it's literally the most ridiculous thing. This is Ellies Cabbage. It's the thing that makes the least amount of sense on this entire table, but I had to include it because she has been best friends with this cabbage for like 3 years now. I got it from a Petco clearance bin because I thought, you know, a cabbage toy would be an absolutely hilarious thing to get her, and it's become her favorite toy, even though I've bought her like significantly more expensive toys, more durable toys. She's not really a toy destroyer. It's survived this long. I wish I could get her another one, but unfortunately they don't sell it anymore. So that's her cabbage toy. If you ever see her around the house, if you ever come to my house for some reason, she's probably going to be sitting with her cabbage because she loves it so much. The other 2 things I wanted to talk about that she really loves that we don't allow in the house is her ball and her disc. I use 2 different types of discs and 1 type of ball that I really swear by. I'll put pictures of them on the screen, obviously. The 1 type of ball is, I believe, by Wilson. It's like a orange and yellow ball, and it's more squishy than normal tennis balls are. I feel like it's just easier on her mouth for her to catch it. She really loves catching them and squishing them in her mouth. But if you do have a dog with a harder mouth that chews and shreds things, this tennis ball is definitely like not going to be your friend because they'll have it, you know, squished and torn apart in like 3 seconds because it is like a very squishy tennis ball. And then the 2 types of disc we use, Ellie and I are on a disc team in our area, and I really suck at it, but Ellie's really good. And I just really can't throw. We use the Hyperflight discs and the Hyperflight Jaws disc, which is the one I can throw the best because it's like the heaviest disc. And also it's the best like in the wind and for dogs that are like really hard with the disc, like they shred it, they have like a really hard mouth. Ellie does not. So the other disc we use is the Hero disc. I believe it's the Hero 235 is what we use. But basically Hero and Hyperflight are both really good brands of disc that we've been using for years and we've never had any issues with. Ellie has not destroyed a single disc since we've gotten it. She's on me. I've obviously accumulated so many discs over the years, but those are my favorite kinds. Are you happy? Why am I sitting at the dining room table? Why am I here? If you guys are curious also, I have a lot of people ask me what kind of dog Ellie is. She's a border collie. She's, her color is red marl, but a lot of people always say she's an Aussie. She's not. I know Aussies can have tails, but she has a tail. And also she's like really, really super tiny. She's like 30 pounds, 29 pounds probably. So she's pretty tiny. She's a little border collie, a little sporter collie. So, oh, my hair's on your nose. So that's for the things I can't show you in the house. We're gonna move on to some more stuff that we use for playtime and conditioning, right? Okay, so the next product we're going to be talking about is the X-Dog vest. I have 2 of these here. I bought one for Nova and one for Ellie. This one's Nova's and this one's Ellie's. They are basically just weighted dog vests. You put little bags of sand in here and it helps with like muscle conditioning, and also like it really helps wearing your dog out. If you guys have a high energy dog, you know how exhausting it is trying to get them worn out, even if you're just like standing outside throwing discs forever. I mean, they can go forever and then come in, take like a 3-minute break and then go out and run like some more. So the weighted vest seriously helps with that. It also helps build muscle and cut down on fat, which is really awesome. And they're just, I mean, I don't know. I think they look pretty spiffy. So that's the X-Dog vest. And we use those primarily when we're on walks. So now we're going to move on to my favorite grooming products. So we'll start with my favorite brushes that I use for her every week. These are undercoat rakes. I'm not really quite sure of the brand. Hopefully you can see them. But I'm pretty sure I just got them off of like Chewy. Oh, just kidding. The brand is Top Performance. But these are like insane. I don't use them every day. I use like a Greyhound comb every day. It really like pulls out the undercoat, like seriously. You probably shouldn't use them too much because it can cut the coat. It doesn't destroy like the upper guard hairs like a Furminator would. I cannot stand the Furminator, especially for like, you know, obviously long coated dogs. So this is like really good. We use them every week and it really helps get out her undercoat and reduces the amount of shedding like 100-fold in our house. It's crazy. So now we're gonna go on to like shampoos and cologne. The shampoos that I use and the conditioner is the Isle of Dogs shampoo. This is the number 10 shampoo and the number 50 conditioner. It's the light shampoo and the gentle cleansing conditioner. They both smell like evening primrose. They're both really nice for dogs that have like coats that stay kind of like light and fluffy, not super heavy. And I've noticed that with other shampoos and conditioners, Ellie's coat can get like really weighed down and like heavy. I feel like some shampoos and like especially conditioners can leave kind of greasy residue behind sometimes, even without leaving residue, just like leaves the coat heavy. So I don't know. I really like that stuff and it works very well. Now on to cologne. This is my favorite smell of cologne. I love it so much. I can't move. This is the cologne that we use. It is the Natural Scents Essence of Mother Nature Pink Jasmine Cologne. It's like a natural cologne and it smells just like amazing. I don't usually use cologne on my dog because I use the Isle of Dogs like grooming spray, which smells really nice too. And I brush her every day, so it, you know, usually she smells like that. But when I do want to like freshen her up for some reason, if, you know, I just want her to smell really nice, I use this and it smells like just absolutely amazing. I honestly bought it because I smelled it and I was like, I need everything in my life to smell like this. And sometimes I admit, Nova gets stinky. Ellie is a very like clean, not stinky dog. Nova gets stinky like really fast. And I will spray this on Nova to cover the stink until Tyler can get her a bath because man, I don't know, something about Nova. She just like, she has a stink. She's a stinky girl. Last for the grooming products, we're going to talk about this, which is Ellie's least favorite thing. This is a Dremel. Not only is it a Dremel, it is a Dremel with a cord and you can plug it in. I love these because I have the other Dremel, the one that's like marketed towards pets. It's Dremel brand still, but has a paw print on it. Not only did it cost more than this Dremel does, but the battery does not stay charged for very long. So I actually only use that Dremel when I'm going to dog shows for like over the weekend or I'm traveling with her because it doesn't have to be plugged into the wall. This one does have to be plugged into the wall, but it's reliable in the fact that you don't have to worry about it not working or going like really slow, not fast enough. And this is the bit that I have on it right now. It's just like a normal like sandpaper bit, but I'm wanting to get a diamond bit. I don't know if you guys have seen those. They're like metal. They last a little bit longer. They're better at like rounding out the nail. And anyway, yeah, I'm pretty passionate about Dremeling my dog's nails. This is the Dremel 3000, by the way. All right, and then last but not least, I'm gonna talk about her food because a lot of people ask me what I feed her. I'm just gonna show you. This is without anything added into it. This is just like the base mix that I use. I don't use like a store-bought brand, so I can't tell you it's like a local brand. But this is her food, if you can see it. It's frozen solid right now, but you can see like the morning portion's big and the night portion's kind of small. She eats about 0.7 to 0.8 pounds a day, right now. She's not really in like her peak. When she is doing more like dog sports and stuff, when it's not, you know, a foot of snow on the ground, we do about like a pound a day. But right now she's doing this. I know. Do you want to lick it? No, you're not. Get your foot off the table. There's not a chance, lady. Anyway, so this is just like her base meat mix. It has, you know, everything she needs in it. It's completely balanced by itself. I do sometimes add, you know, some like green vegetables to it, and then I'll add raw goat's milk and goat kefir, just for added nutritional benefits, turmeric supplement, stuff like that when she's doing more outdoor activities, running. So yeah, that's her food, I guess, if you guys wanted to see it. I've been feeding raw now for a year exclusively. I mean, she's just been getting raw. She hasn't eaten any kind of kibble or anything for a year. But she's been eating partial raw and like supplemental raw since she was a puppy. No stranger to raw her whole life, and switching her to raw has been amazing. I don't have to pick up dog poop in the backyard anymore. Granted, I don't have like, you know, children running through my backyard. I don't really use my backyard, because if you had little kids, you probably have to pick it up regardless because they're gonna touch it and stuff. But basically her dog poop breaks down. When it's a warm, nice day outside, it breaks down in like, you know, 2 or 3 days completely. It'll just like turn to like nothing and disintegrate into the ground. And I'm really happy with it. She's been doing really good. So that is all the pet products I'm going to talk about today. If you guys have any questions for me about any of the things I showed, or if you want my opinion on something, you can leave it in the comments below. A lot of people ask me how I brush her, how I bathe her, you know, like what I do to like keep her conditioned, what I feed her, her favorite things. So I just wanted to take a quick minute to show you that. That is all. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Remember, if you wanted to check out Visionary Pet Foods, you guys can check out the link in the description. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video, by the way, and I'll see you guys in my next video. The change of scene, this is my new dining room, except the tree. The tree, I don't know where she's going. She's just sitting here for right now because the house has boxes everywhere and we don't have places for everything yet. So our little tree friend is just staying here for right now. I thought I knocked it over. Thank you. Farewell. Yes, I'm wearing pajama pants. Goodbye.